one day somebody does something unspeakable to someone else, to someone you hardly knew, and you do something about it because you can.
This story comes to us from 44ville. So I thought I would look up and do a follow-up and see if there were any updates to Alex and Amarado. He's still in jail. The Justice 8. Alex and Amarado is a Mexican-American content creator and social media personality, built a significant following across platforms. And then, of course, he got into legal trouble for different reasons, I guess. But since December 2023, he has been sitting behind bars without bail. And his case has kept his community locked in and watching closely for every update. For those who know him, the situation has been painful to follow. For those just tuning in, it is a story that raises a lot of questions about the justice system and how it handles cases like this. Why does he have no bail and these cops are getting bail? The plea deal he is refusing to accept. Well, in a May 27th update this year, Alex laid out exactly what the state is offering him. 2 strikes, 5 years at 85%, which would mean roughly 2 more years of actual time behind bars. On paper, some might see that as a way out. Alex don't see it that way. The problem with accepting that deal is what comes after. Walk out with 2 strikes already on your record, catch a third, and you're looking at a mandatory life sentence in the state of California. So that is not a small thing to sign off on, and Alex has made it clear he is not signing anything. As he put it himself, he has had no bail, no new deal from the district attorney, and no resolution in sight since day one. A system that raises more questions than answers? Well, what makes this case feel especially frustrating to those following is how little information has actually come out about what the state has against Alex. No clear charges have been publicly detailed in a way that satisfies the people who have been paying attention since the beginning. To add to that, his girlfriend Wendy Lujan has reportedly been denied visitation with no explanation given, which is the kind of thing that makes you feel like you are reading about a telenovela plot rather than real life in the United States. No visitation. That's interesting. According to the Prison Policy Initiative, people held in pretrial detention without bail are significantly more likely to accept plea deals regardless of guilt, simply because of the pressure of sitting in a cell while your life moves on outside is unbearable. So they keep them in there a long time and then offer them deals. That context matters when you hear that Alex is holding out. Well, what happens next for Alex and Amarado? If he refuses the plea deal, this case goes forward with no clear timeline and resolution. He's already been in custody for well over a year with no bail granted. It's been over that, longer than that. And according to his own update, no new offer has come from the district attorney's office. It's been, almost 3 years now. 2.5. The 2-strike condition attached to this deal is genuinely serious. It is the kind of legal consequence that follows a person for the rest of their life. And anyone paying attention understands why he would rather wait than accept those terms. His supporters are sticking with him. His story is still developing, and the details around this case remain frustratingly thin for everyone on the outside trying to make sense of it. For now, though, the only thing left to do is wait and stay informed. This is the one where they had the Justice 8, and Riverside County Accountability was one of them. Remember? He got arrested. He pepper sprayed the guy while somebody else recorded it, and then put his pepper spray in his backpack and walked off, and then they took all the videos down, but me, I had done an editorial on it, and the sheriff had told me, he said, yeah, well, your video was the one that gave us, the insight to arrest him on that charge because I showed him doing all that. I did a story on it. But basically the bottom line is, and by the way, Riverside County Accountability, according to the video, that what we saw could be construed as assault. Because the guy was sitting on a hill like this, and he walked up and pepper sprayed him in the face. You can't do that. He wasn't attacking you at that time. He was sitting on the dirt. That's assault. And according to the video, that's definition of assault from what we saw. And I was backing these guys from day one, but then all of a sudden out of the blue, I was blocked on his YouTube channel. Why? I don't know. I also did the story on when they raided his apartment. Remember that? I did the short on that. But then he gets out of jail on probation, moves to Albuquerque, New Mexico, and now he's doing videos in Albuquerque, New Mexico, recording the police there. Yeah, he had to get out of California, man. He run, Scoot, run, Forrest. But Alex and Amarado still in jail, no bail, but yet you get cops charged with, children's sexual crimes against children, severe violent assaults, possible manslaughter convictions, and they got bail. They're getting bail. Cops that are killing people in DUIs, getting bail. Released on a $200,000 bail. But this guy, no bail. Why? In my humble opinion, it's because they went to the home of a San Bernardino County Sheriff's deputy who allegedly had went off on one of those street vendors and was telling the street, was going off on the street vendor and everything. And I don't remember if he assaulted her or not, but they were upset with that because it was a Mexican street vendor. They went to his home and they protested and all the cops showed up that night. I was watching the live stream. They were going to arrest them if they didn't leave. And so that is, in my humble opinion, why he's in jail now with no bail. The sheriff and the district attorney are holding him as kind of I don't know any other term, political prisoner. That you went to one of my deputies' homes, you're staying in jail, no bail. Yeah, well, what happened to the deputy? Did he get disciplined? Well, no, he didn't. Of course he didn't. Because cops can go off on people. It's okay if they go off on people. It's okay if they scream at people. Deputy Mike Rose, San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department. I was just recording and I was way back and he said, you need to go. You need to go away. I said, no, I'm not going away. Do your job. He said, go away. I said, get out of here, MFer. And he ran at least 25 feet and got right in my face like this. And I was like, punch me. And he got pissed off and walked away and called for backup. The sergeant came out. I had went to the other side now. I was at a little brick wall and I went around to this parking lot and record. But my point is, these cops, they think they can do anything they want. And I don't know, maybe I'm off point here. Maybe this is a sidebar. Maybe I should digress. But that's how this all started. Was a cop went off on a Mexican street vendor and they were like, you know what? We're done. You're going to stop assaulting these Mexican people. And they went to his home to protest. But you're allowed to do. I mean, you can stand out in public and protest in front of somebody's home. As long as you're not threatening, causing a disturbance, you're allowed to peaceably assemble and protest. And I don't remember if it was a peaceable assembly. This was 3 years ago. But I want to hear from all of you guys. What do you all think, especially those of you who, like me, watched the videos, were at the live streams, watching all this unfold? What are your opinions on all of this? Let me know.